PlayStation recently added platinum trophies to the entire TimeSplitters series. Since I was a big fan of the second game growing up, of course I wanted to go and get the platinum for all 3 games. In this video, we're going to start from the beginning with TimeSplitters 1, which was released back in the year of 2000. I was only 5 years old, so I did not play this game at launch. I actually never played this game. There are a total of 21 trophies, including the platinum, most of which are just completing the main missions and challenges with 1 miscellaneous trophy. Our quest for the platinum begins with the main missions. There is no story to this game, at least not one that I found. You literally select a character for each mission and just go. Every single main mission is exactly the same. They all have 3 steps. Step 1, select your character. Step 2, find the random object on the map. Step 3, book it back to the spawn. Now that I'm done with the main missions, it's time to move on to the challenges, which is where I spent most of my time earning this platinum. There are a total of 9 challenges, but each challenge has an A, B, and C scenario. With each scenario, the game just adds a little bit more difficulty to the challenge, but overall it's pretty much the same. The trophies tied to the challenges are unlocked once you complete scenario C, but to unlock scenario C you must complete the first 2. The first set of challenges take place in this mansion with waves of zombies. In the first scenario, I have to kill 50 zombies by headshots within a certain amount of time. Wasn't that bad, I just sat in the corner over here just blowing their heads off. The B scenario is pretty much the same thing, except I gotta be hardcore and use my fists to take off their heads. The last scenario of this challenge is straight up just COD zombies, just survive as long as you can. To complete the challenge you just have to hit 10,000 score and that's it. I don't know what they're giving the ducks in this universe, but they're going crazy in this challenge. For the first 2 scenarios you just have to get 100 kills against these ducks. These scenarios were extremely easy because the ducks die in like 2 shots and they give you a bunch of ammo, so it was no problem whatsoever. To finish this challenge, we just have to escort this duck to the end of the level without him dying while all these people are attacking us. I just love how he casually just walking, chilling like nothing's happening right now. For the third set of challenges, it's pretty much just multiplayer against AI. The first scenario is very similar to Oddball from Halo. I just have to collect this brain and hold on to it for a minute to complete the challenge. In the second scenario, there's these lobsters on the ground that we gotta collect and take back to our spawn to score points, and once we collect 15 we complete the challenge. To finish off the third challenge, I have to win a game of deathmatch, but the only way to score points is by getting headshots. These challenges were pretty easy. The only annoying part was I felt like all the enemies were just attacking me, even though we're all going against each other. The fourth set of challenges were really easy. All you have to do is break glass on each level. First level is like a construction site, but you get a minigun so you just blow away at all the glass there. Second level is like this china shop. You have to blow all the windows out and all the plates inside the kitchen. The final part of this challenge is the same as the second one, except you have to use a brick only to break everything. Didn't really change up the challenge that much. The fifth set of challenges was also a very easy set of challenges because you have this buddy who helps you out with all 3 and he does majority of the work, especially the last challenge. For this scenario, we just gotta get 15 kills and it's us 2 versus a lot of enemies, so getting to 15 kills is really quick and easy. Pretty much the same thing for the second challenge, but we had to get 25 kills. Not much harder, especially because the maps are really small. The third scenario is pretty weird. We have to get 25 kills, but I'm only allowed to get 3 kills myself. And the other guy's got to get the rest of them, so pretty much I got 3 kills in the beginning and just stood around until he got all the kills. Challenge 6A was another easy one. You just have to go around shooting these barrels with a shotgun. It took me a couple tries because some of them are pretty well hidden. Challenge 6B is a tough one. It's another bodyguard challenge. And right out the gate, there's just a bunch of people shooting at the person like right away. I did spend a little bit of time on this one just because it's very overwhelming at the beginning. Even after getting to know where all the enemy spawns are at, it still is pretty tough because they're everywhere, shooting from all angles as you can see here. It felt good to get past this one because this one was really annoying. To finish off Challenge 6, we're just protecting this bank from the AI. We have a 5-minute timer and all we have to do is stop the AI from stealing 5 bags from the bank. We do get unlimited lives, so that makes the challenge pretty easy, so I could die over and over again, though it really doesn't matter. All I did was stand on top right here and just look down and kill them before they got into the bank, and the few that did actually grab money bags, just killed them on their way out. Challenge 7A was the hardest challenge in this game. It is so hard for no reason. The AI, I feel like they got a booster on their damage or something on this one, because I die so quick. And they spawn trap you sometimes, and it's just so frustrating. This took me easily the longest. I spent almost a whole day just on this one challenge. This challenge is another challenge against AI. There's 3 teams, my team and 2 other teams, and to score points you gotta pick up these grocery bags around the store and bring them back to our spawn point. The problem is I feel like every AI is just going after me again, just like every other time we play against the AI. But, like I said earlier, their damage is insane. And I feel like it's hard for me to kill them, and I don't know what my teammates are doing most of the time. I honestly don't think there's a good strategy for this one. It's literally just luck based. Just try to survive, try to score what you can, and rely on your teammates to pick up the bags, since it seems like the AI doesn't really care about them. But then again, my teammates would pick up a bag and just run around with it, never score it. On top of the enemies being extremely overpowered, the map is tiny. Like, you can pretty much see the entire map from any corner, so that's why you're just getting sniped up like crazy. On the run where I actually finished the challenge, it came down to the last seconds where my teammate here got the last point we needed with only 7 seconds left to go. Challenge 7B is the same game mode on the same map, except the whole map is opened up. It's not just that one little part. So I don't have to worry about getting spawn trapped or just dying every second. Also, there's just better weapons around in this one too. This was really easy. I got it done first try. The final part of Challenge 7 was just team deathmatch, and there was a grenade launcher which made this awesome. So that wasn't that bad at all. I don't know if it was because Challenge 7 was so hard or because I took a 24-hour break between that challenge and the rest of these challenges, but Challenge 8, all 3 scenarios were really a breeze. Every scenario was just a team game mode. It was team deathmatch and then capture the flag, and this final one is like holding onto a suitcase for a certain amount of time within the limit of the match. During these 3 challenges, my teammates were actually extremely helpful. I don't know what was going on here, but they did a lot of the work, especially on the last challenge. I just picked up the suitcase and kind of hid in the corner while they just killed all the enemies. And here we are on the final set of challenges. For 9A, I'm just walking through this like spaceship, I guess it is, and there's all these enemies. I just had to kill 60 of them within 5 minutes, I believe. But there's like a lot of them just running around constantly coming at me. And I have unlimited lives too, so I could die as much as I want. As long as I get the 60 kills within the time limit, the challenge is done. And for 9B, we have another escort mission. Got this person walking here just ignoring the fact that there's a bunch of aliens throwing stuff at her and whacking her. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of these escort missions. They're just boring. They're really long for no reason. And for some reason on this last escort mission, there's like some parts where there's no enemies, so I'm just walking with the person for a while. And here we are, the final challenge of the game. For this challenge, we're sitting here in this little area defending these 4 crystals. To complete the challenge, we have to get a score of 25,000 before all these enemies destroy the 4 crystals in the area. To score points, you just have to kill the enemies, and the enemies come in waves. I can earn a bonus at the end of a wave if I kill the enemies fast enough, which will help me boost my score. I am restricted to this small area. If I were to walk past the crystals, a timer begins, and if it goes all the way down to 0, the game just kills me. But there are unlimited lives in this challenge as well, so it doesn't really matter. There is a turret in the middle of this area, but I felt like it was a lot better to just run around with the ray gun instead of sitting on the turret waiting for the enemies to come to me. When I was first going at this challenge, I was exclusively on the turret because I assume that's the best way to go about it, but actually it's not, because the enemies that are up above are behind stuff you can't really get with the turret. So the enemies would just be taking out the crystals well before I was even close to 25,000. So then I just started running around with the ray gun, killing all the enemies, going to them instead of waiting them to come to me, because they attack the crystals, they don't really care about me. I also ran out of bounds a lot to try to kill enemies because there really is no penalty for dying, and you respawn instantly anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Once I figured out my strategy of just running at the enemies, I was able to get this challenge done in a couple tries, and got my final trophy for the challenges, which leaves me with 1 more trophy left for the platinum. And for the final trophy, all I have to do is go into the map editor, put 1 piece down, save it, and there we are, the platinum for TimeSplitters 1. I will be doing the entire series since they all did get a platinum, but before then, I would like to thank you for watching this video.